Hello, Peter here, your Pinoy accountant. And in this video, another hot issue yung pag-usapan natin, which is yung DTI Trust Mark na nire-require sa mga online sellers, which is yung deadline is ngayong September 30 na. So, pag-usapan natin yung step-by-step guide kung paano nyo ba makukuha ang inyong Trust Mark. So, let's start. Before we proceed pala, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Pinoy Accountant. So, ano ba tong Philippine Trust Mark na ito? So, the e-commerce Philippine Trust Mark is a digital badge issued by the DTI E-commerce Bureau or the ECB pursuant to the Republic Act number 11967 or the Internet Transactions Act of 2023. So, ito yung kita nyo sa baba, nakita nyo sa baba, itong e-commerce Philippine Trust Mark, yung QR code na ito, it's like badge, digital badge which is required sa lahat ng mga online platforms, mga sellers, kahit sila Lazada, TikTok, Shopee, they are required to obtain itong Philippine Trust Mark. So, how do you obtain ba ito? Actually, online lang yung application and yung mga documents din, online isa-submit. So, ipapakita ko lang sa inyo yung DTI na administrative order so that makikita ninyo na lahat talaga ay nire-require na lahat ng online sellers. So, ipapakita natin yung administrative order ng DTI. So, ito na yung pinaka-recent na administrative order ng DTI, itong 25-7 or the implementing rules and regulations on the e-commerce Philippine Trust Mark. So, pakita ko sa inyo ha na sino ba yung required nito. Kita nyo dito sa section number 2, yung mandatory registration. Trust mark registration shall be mandatory for all online merchants, e-retailers, e-marketplaces, and digital platforms upon effectivity of this order. So, lahat nga. So, lahat tayo mga, if you are selling sa Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, yan. So, required tayo mag-comply na itong Trustmark. Yung mga Shopee, TikTok naman, actually, they are advising na yung mga sellers nila to comply itong Trustmark because required na siya as of today. And yung deadline nga is September 30. So, pakita natin kung makita ba dito. Ayan. All online merchants, ayan, e-retailers, e-marketplaces, or digital platforms availing of the Philippine market over the internet shall apply for and obtain a trust mark by 30 September 2025 in order to use the internet for conducting e-commerce. So, kita naman ninyo na September 30 yung deadline. So, what would happen if hindi kayo mag-comply? Meaning daw is hindi kayo allowed to use the internet for the e-commerce. So, yun, iti-take down yung website niyo or yung mga accounts niyo if ever hindi kayo mag-comply. And on top of that, aside sa takedown, may penalty clauses and may mga fines and penalties. If you would read yung RA mismo, yung penalties, it would range from 20,000 to 1 million pesos. Imagine that, napaka laki ng penalties if ever hindi tayo magko-comply. So anyway, in this video, as of today kasi wala tayong ibang pwedeng gawin but to follow. But hopefully in the coming days, maybe maglalabas ng may mga advisory but as of today talaga, we need to comply. Otherwise, yun nga, yun, mape-penalize tayo. And yun, matatanggal pa yung mga accounts natin, like yung mga pages, Facebook page natin or mga websites. Anyway, balik tayo sa ating presentation, yung step-by-step guide, papakita ko sa inyo so that we can obtain itong Trustmark. Actually, madali lang yung steps but the problem is the price, the fees nito is hindi siya ganun, I mean, medyo mabigat siya. It would cost us 1,130 pesos. So, papakita ko na sa inyo yung mga step-by-step guide. So, balik na tayo. So, first is, ito yung gagawin natin. Go to itong website ng trustmark.dti.gov.ph. And then dito sa baba, kita nyo may register dito. Ayan, i-click nyo yung register na button dyan sa baba. And then, you can proceed na with entering your details. So, ayan. So, complete the registration details. Ayan, kailangan nyo lang i-input yung first name. Ayan. Yung may mga asterisk, yan yung kailangan. Last name, the mobile number, the email, ayan. And then, input your password and confirm your password. So, after yung maka-register dito, you will receive an email actually so that ma-activate nyo ang inyong account. So, once activated na ang inyong account, Ayan, go to, balik ulit kayo sa website ng trustmark.dti.gov.ph and then i-log in nyo na yung email and password. So, madali lang to. After nyo makareceive ng email and then na-confirm nyo yung email, pwede na kayo makapag-log in. So, i-input nyo lang dito yung email and then the password and then click nyo tong login na button. And then, ayan. So, after yung successfully nakapag-login kayo, ito na yung dashboard ng ating DTI Trustmark. So, makita nyo dito sa left side, kailangan nyo i-click itong new registration na button. Ito, yan, click yung new registration. And then, we can begin na with the registration process ng pag-obtain ng inyong Trustmark badge, yung badge. Ayan. So, ito. First step, ito, of course, the business information. Nalagay nyo business type, ano yung registration number ninyo, if it's DTI, ganun yung TIN number ninyo, nalagay nyo dyan yung business name and trade name if applicable, and of course, yung business category. So, may drop down, ano naman yan, mga category. So, pipiliin nyo lang. So, yung key lang dito is prepare nyo yung mga documents na kailangan ninyo, DTI, SEC, ayan, yung COR ninyo, BIR COR, and of course, your TIN number, ayan, kailangan yan. So, next natin, so doon din, you will need to input yung mga online store ninyo. If you are doing business sa Facebook page nyo, yung URL niyan, kailangan nyo i-link dyan, Lazada, ayan, Shopee, TikTok, ayan, yung business profile ninyo, kailangan yung ilagay dyan isa-isa. So, pag kulang pa yan, i-click nyo lang tong button, itong Add Online Store URL. And madadagdagan yan. So, kung ano pa yung mga stores, online stores that you have, ayan, kailangan yung i-declare lahat yan dito. So, ayan, Lazada, Shopee, TikTok, ano pa ba mga Facebook pages ninyo, mga websites, mga e-commerce website, ayan, kailangan yung ilagay dito sa business URL. So, next tayo is input yung business address. Ayan, so madali lang to. The complete address, region, province, and the municipality and the barangay. So, kailangan nyo input yan. So, check nyo lang yung COR ninyo. Nakalagay naman din doon yung business address ninyo. And ito, attached documents. So again, yung nabanggit natin kanina, the business registration. If you're under SEC, ayan, DTI, ayan, CDA. If ano kayo, mga may barangay business, micro business kayo, ilalagay nyo din dyan. And ito, BIR 2303. This is your BIR Certificate of Registration. So, kailangan yung you just need, i-click nyo itong choose file. And then, i-choose nyo kung ano yung mga files na related dito like your BIR Certificate of Registration, kailangan yung ilagay dyan. So, PDF and JPEG, pwede yung mga file types na yun na piliin ninyo. So, ito yung something new talaga dito is the internal redress mechanism. Ayan. So, actually, may template dito si DTI. So, pwede nyo i-click yan and mada-download yung naka-Word file yon. So, redress system, mechanism lang, how you handle if ever may mga consumer, mga complaints, if ever may mga defect yung products ninyo, ano ba yung guidelines ninyo. So, papakita ko yung sample dito ni DTI. So, pag i-click nyo yun, ito yung sample na ginawa ng DTI. So, madali lang siya because you need to change lang ito like the name of the company and then type of business ninyo, lagay nyo dyan. So, yan, we are committed to the nakalagay dyan yung mga kailangan nyo i-comply. And ito yung important dito is, ito talaga yung gusto nila is, if ever may mga complaints yung customers ninyo, how would they reach you? Ayan, so dapat nyo ilagay dyan ano yung mga social media page ninyo, online platform, yung chat, paano ba yun kayo i-contact, email, ayan, messaging apps. And ito na din, may complaint form dito, the Annex A. Ito yung important din. And just read through if applicable sa inyo. And you can change naman if ever what is applicable sa inyo or what you think is more ano sa inyo, ina-apply ninyo sa inyong business. So ayan, if you think, example 24 hours, yan, i-acknowledge ninyo yung receipt ng complaint, ganun, ma-resolve within 7 calendar days, so depende sa inyo. So, ayan. So, yung Annex A, ito yung kanilang ginawa na Annex A, the customer complaint form. So, nakalagay dyan, ano yung name ng customers, ano yung complaint nila. So, ayan, basically, pwede nyo lang palitan talaga yan, the business name and the contact details niyo, and you are good to go. So, ganun lang. And isave nyo PDF or JPEG because Word file, hindi nyo pwedeng i-attach doon sa website. So, proceed tayo. Ayan. So, after nyo masubmit yung mga documents, i-evaluate na nila yung mga sinubmit ninyo, yung application ninyo. And within 7 days, magpapadala sila ng electronic statement of account and you can pay actually online. So, yung iba, would receive within the day, sabi ganun kabilis. So, ayan, payment of the 1,130. So, pag nagbayad kayo nun, automatic you will receive sa email ninyo itong QR code, the Trustmark QR code and the certificate. So, ito yung example ng Trustmark code. It's like just a QR code talaga. And with unique daw to, unique na mga numbers. And of course, your company name sa certificate naman. So, ayan. So, that is 1,130 ha. Hindi siya, medyo mabigat siya. Especially dun sa ating mga maliliit lang na online sellers. And every year, by the way, every year kailangan yung mag-renew. So, after issuance, so next year ulit, ayan, magbabayad ulit tayo ng 1,130 to get itong active na QR code or itong Trustmark na badge. So, ayun. So, yun lang ating video for today. Just a quick guide kung paano nyo ba makukuha yung Trustmark, yung e-commerce Philippine Trustmark. So, again, yung deadline na to is September 30, 2025. That is pursuant dun sa department order ng DTI. So, yun lang ating video for today. If may mga tanong kayo, just comment down below. And again, thank you for watching and I'll see you in our next videos.